Hey guys, today we are visiting Goblin Valley State Park in Utah.
Oh, we're having a whole lot of fun.
We are walking among the goblins. Oops. Gotta watch our step.
We are tripping among the goblins. We had talked previously to y'all saying, well, we wanted to go to Utah and Colorado because of weather and everything. We decided to go south. But then we watched the weather last week while we were in Oklahoma. And sure enough, we got ourselves a winter.
Yeah, we got about a week's window that we think we can go and see a few things before it turns cold again. So.
And we say window of, it's about in the 60s during the day.
Yeah.
And then it drops down into like the 40s at night. So it's not bad at all. But one thing we got to watch is we've been using a lot of propane here lately, especially at night, just to stay warm.
Yeah.
But that'll change, because if it starts to stay cool, then we're going to drop south where we don't need to use the propane.
That's right.
But right now, I'm more than happy to spend all the propane in the world to see what we're seeing.
Yeah.
Dude, Utah is amazing. It's huge. It's wide. It's like driving on Mars. If Mars had small grassy bushes. But it's nothing to drive on the road that we're on right now, and you've got to be careful. One, because you want to just bird dog everywhere. You just, you want to rubberneck and see all these different rock formations, and the colors, and the clouds are sitting below the actual mountains, the mountain range and everything. You see lift. I mean, there's, again, I'm pointing to things you can't see. We will show you this here in a minute. But you can see where, like, the ground just looks like it's swelled up and busted. And there's just so much stuff to see, the colors. And we're out here on a pretty cloudy day. So there's a lot of gray, and there's still so many colors that come through with everything that we're seeing. But that's one of the problems, is you need to make sure you're paying attention to the road, because you're not the only one rubbernecking. We were behind a couple, and they were all over the road because they were rubbernecking. And the poor guy that's now right behind me almost plowed into their tail end because they just decided pretty much just to stop.
To pull over, stop in the middle of the highway.
And the speed limit out here is like 65 or 70 on a normal road. It's 80 on the interstate. We're not used to that from back home. Not that we don't drive 80 down the interstate, but when we drive 70 on the interstate, it means 80. So 80 out here means light speed. And so it takes nothing to take your mind off the road as I veer off the road right then. Oops.
Yes.
But it's gorgeous, and frankly, y'all, we're going to show you a little bit of Utah.
Yes.
And we're going to go see that voodoo that you do, hoodoo.
We are walking among the goblins. Oops. Gotta watch our step.
We are tripping among the goblins. Oh my gosh, it is so surreal.
Pretty cool.
It's like something out of a Star Wars movie.
look like sculptures just made in the middle of a desert. It's so cool how they are in the texture. And we got Mike a geology book about the place. And it was saying how over time erosion is always making new goblins, but also always eventually destroying the old goblins, so that the park is constantly regenerating.
Hoodoos. Now, the difference between these hoodoos and the hoodoos near New Mexico, or in New Mexico near Albuquerque, at the Gashagahtaway National Monument, is that those hoodoos were formed from ash, and remember the pyroclastic flow from the volcanoes back in the day. And these hoodoos are formed from sandstone and shale that were deposited over millions of years. Like 170 million years ago, right where we're standing was an ocean. And lots of pressure from the rocks and the water. And then you got this continental uplift kind of stuff going on. I don't know, I'm learning. I might be saying it wrong, and there's some geologist watching this going. But these hoodoos are not made from ash. They are made from sand and mud.
I was going to say, it's very muddy.
Yeah, well, it rained here yesterday, so you could tell if you look. You can see where it washed through there.
It looks like they piled up piles of mud and then stuck a rock on top.
Yeah, it's what it does. But these are sand hoodoos.
It honestly looks a lot more fragile than what it is. I'm sure it is fragile, don't get me wrong. Yeah. But it looks like, okay, there's just mud with a rock stuck there, like you could just touch it.
Here, right, look at this one right here. Right. There it is. It's so thin at the bottom, and it's got this great big rock on the top of it, right there. It's hard to do in a camera, but
it looks really weird for you doing it.
Yeah, there's people up there watching going, what's that guy doing? But they just look like they could fall over at any minute, and they say that a lot of times they will fall over. Some of it's done by weather, either by rain or wind or frost as they break down. And then sadly, a lot of times it's because people think it's cool to, bully Mother Nature and knock them over themselves. So, hey, if you're ever in a state park or a national park, don't touch the stuff. Don't try knocking it over, because we want to come and see it too. Oh, that's so awesome.
Look where your little one is.
I know. Y'all got to check this out.
What do you see, Ad?
Come over here. It looks so cool.
Okay. There's a window.
Yeah, and it shows like the green caps and that.
I gotta figure out how to get across here because it's muddy.
I think I've got some in my beard. It's fine. So Mama made some pork chili verde last night for dinner. And we brought our Coleman stove and reheated the leftovers for lunch today. But that's not really what we wanted to tell you. We just wanted to show you the view that we have for lunch. Yes. Check us out. You can't get that at no four-star restaurant.
So, back to the cow.
Back to the cow. And if you like what you're seeing here, give us a thumbs up down below. Also, if you have not become a member of the Crock Posse, what is the Crock Posse, you say? Well, I say that the Crock Posse is our little family of fun-loving, slow-cooking, RV traveling people. And if you want to be a part of that, all you got to do is click the little subscribe button down below. And if you want to know as soon as we put up a new video, click the little bell we call the
ding-a-ling.
And we will let you know as soon as we pop up a new video on our travels or from our kitchen or wherever we may be. And whatever you do, laugh often,
eat good food,
and speak life.
See y'all. Bye.
Okay, so I'm going to intro this.
Okay.
Ready? Hey guys, today we are visiting Goblin Valley State Park.
Oh, sorry.
But wait, there's more.
Go ahead, try it again.
Hey guys, today Mikey's going to drive me crazy. Goblin Valley State Park in Utah.
We're having a whole lot of fun.
Hey guys, today... Oh wow.
It's not that hard, Cris.
Sorry. There's a lot of distractions.
Oh my gosh.
Goblin Valley State Park in Utah.
Go faster.
Hey guys, today we're...
Oh my gosh.
If you want to see the latest, click on the left right here. If you feel like subscribing, click on the right, my dear. And if you think we're funny enough to send us money, click the Patreon link below.